Sam, you're not doing anything? Sam, you're
Sorry,
still not doing
dear.
anything? Okay.
I don't know if I'm getting a rose.
Oh yeah.
She's like, sorry, daddy.
She's like, sorry, daddy.
Hi, and welcome to Rose Roast. I'm Mommy,
And I'm Daddy.
and you're watching episode 6. Enjoy. So this week's episode was like pretty dope considering nothing really went on.
I feel like every episode we're like, not much happened, but they made it really good. I think that's the whole point of reality TV.
Right, I guess they did it.
It
so,
sure did.
claps for you, Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison! I can't think of one person who has
He was
less
in
to
there
do
for
with this
3
show than
seconds.
Chris Harrison. Let's dive into our top 5 moments as per usual.
Our 5th moment of the week was kind of recapping and figuring out what was going to go on with the Olivia situation and whether or not Ben was going to revoke her rose.
Right, so it ended off last episode where they were like, we're calling you out, bitch. All the girls hated her. We didn't know if she would survive the next episode, and it turns out she did.
Suck on that, Emily.
What else happened?
We, got to the rose ceremony from last episode, and Jennifer, who spoke, maybe 4 sentences in the entire season, got sent home.
I forgot that happened. She's brunette. I didn't even notice that she was there. She got sent home. No one cares, because, who is she? Moment number 4 is the one-on-one date Ben had with Caila.
Caila.
Super cute. Super
Right.
sweet.
It started because Ben was like, classic Ben, I need you to open up more, which is all he knows how to say. He's like, I notice that you smile a lot, but I need you to open up more.
Literally, they'll, sit down and he'll be like, open up more. Open up more? And she's like, and every girl will be like, oh my god, okay. And it's like, what's your favorite food? What movies do you like? They don't know any of this.
Do you
about
have any
each other.
pets? Yeah, Ben, you fucking open up more.
Yeah.
I think she's a psycho. I'm gonna be honest with you. She becomes a different person when she drinks. She, is very oh, am I a contestant? Am I here? Am I here for the right reasons? And then when she drinks, she's like, I'm gonna make out with you now, okay?
I'm like Ariel, but brunette. And
Right.
I don't really get her.
Yeah.
And then they were eating their fake dinner, and then she was like, I love you, but I'm gonna hurt you. Squeeze.
She's killing it at the game. Men in general love mysteries, and there's no greater mystery than, I think I like you, but maybe I'll hurt you instead.
Ladies, we can all relate to that.
She was like, thank you, Ben. This rose is mine.
And now, let's move on to moment number 3.
Alright, so our 3rd moment of the week is the group date. Literally everyone except for Caila, Olivia, and Emily were brought along on this. There were some rough feelings, but we'll dive into those later.
They're in Bahamas, beautiful, clear crystal waters, but they managed to make every outing in Bahamas look like an absolute shitstorm.
Yeah.
It is never sunny.
They were overjoyed to be thrown onto a boat and taken to a secret locale with Ben.
It was Pig Island!
Pig Island.
Pig Island.
It was incredible. They were like, yes,
Yeah.
let's do Pig Island.
Yeah.
And let's get Becca and these other twig bitches to hold a bunch of meat that these pigs will love. Gave them buckets of hot dogs.
The takeaway truly is them feeding the pigs and the pigs attacking them. When the pigs went over and attacked them and wanted their food and the fucking poor white girls running away in horror, I just died inside. It was the best case scenario.
Oh, God.
I want them to be fearful, you know?
Our 2nd moment of the week was when Leah was shit-talking Lauren B.
This was particularly kind of dope for us to watch because there was no story around Leia. She was just another blonde amongst the crowd of blondes.
Right.
Leah or Leia?
Leah.
Leah? Well, that's how insignificant she is. The fuck is her name?
I know. She just is obviously very insecure. And so she was like, I saw what Emily did and to get rid of Olivia, so I'm gonna try the same thing to get rid of Lauren B, who's obviously the front runner in the competition. And episode 6 is around the time that all the girls just start turning on each other and they're like, every woman for herself, fuck all of you. So Leah pulls him aside and she's like, there's a girl and her name is Lauren B, and you really like her, but we see a different side, and she's very catty to us, and you're keeping her around, and you have to know this, whatever.
And then Lauren B found out because Ben told her.
Yeah.
And then Leah, like a crazy sweet lady of the night, denied that she had done all of that in front of Lauren, who's bawling her eyes out in front of her.
Becca was like,
Denied it to her
Leah,
death.
was it you who did this? And she's like, nope, I'm not that kind of girl. I would never do something like that.
Yeah, she was like, oh honey, that is so out of my character. Cut to Leah goes to Ben's apartment and she's like, let's talk because this bitch is a bitch.
Right.
And he's like, actually you're a bitch and I hate you and you're leaving.
Ben was like, I don't feel a connection with you anymore, goodbye. Our top moment of the week was the double date with Emily and Olivia. Chris Harrison made it quite clear from the beginning, and if you watched the show before, you know that only one girl survives. Olivia versus Emily. Ben was nice enough to pick them up in his boat driven by somebody else.
They were in the eye of a storm.
Yeah.
Horrible day.
Literally, whoever survives gets the rose.
They were taken to a castaway island.
I was like convinced that they were both going home. Like they were being brought there to just be like ditched in the wild. Like
Me
they
too.
were gonna.
Me
like,
too. I thought it'd be Badlands Part 2, but it
Yeah.
was even better and even worse.
Like I thought Ben was just gonna pull up the boat and be like, "This is where you live now." So long.
The times they had together, him with Olivia and him with Twin, were
Cringe.
equally as horrible.
Yes.
Like, Olivia was like, I love you. And he's like, alright, I'm just gonna kiss you to shut you up like I always do. And then him with the Twin, she was like, I have so much hair in my knees. And it was supposed to be such a cute, intimate moment, but he was just like, get rid of it. Then he pulled Olivia aside and we were like, is he or isn't he? And he fucking was like, you love me and I don't love you and it's time to go.
And Emily like had him being like, "Thank you so much, Ben." Bye, Olivia.
She was like, then they leave and she is just left on a deserted isle by herself.
This is her place. Like she just lives here now forever.
And this is where she died.
Yeah.
Who can say when you're lovable? I don't know the words, but that was the soundtrack to that moment.
Yeah.
Like, completely through and through.
I was expecting her to just like commit the side by like crawling into the blowhole and waiting for her fate.
Being blown out and then back to her home.
I love you, Ben! So those were our top 5 moments. The rose ceremony at the end of this episode was boring as hell.
And if this is your first episode, are we gonna hold each other for the rest
I
of
mean,
the
I don't want to let go, Jack.
I feel sorry. Anyways, if this is your first episode, then we hate you, but so happy that you're watching us.
Climb on board.
Climb on board.
We promise we won't leave you on an island in the middle of nowhere. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Aidan O'Loughlin.
At Sam Shier.
Or at Rose Roast. Or... Whistle tones like Mariah! Subscribe! 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 Oh, sorry, you caught us in an intimate moment. We'll save this till after hours.
And if you love this one, you're gonna fucking love the other ones.